If you've spent more than like 5 minutes near anything related to personal development or success or business or entrepreneurship, then there's a high chance you've already started to feel a bit guilty about the fact that you're not waking up at 5 a.m. because apparently everyone's doing it. Well, at least everyone who's productive and motivated and successful. And maybe you've even started thinking, well, perhaps that's why I'm not on the fast track to living my dreams. All I need to do is just like wake up at 5 a.m. and then the stars will align for me too. And so you set your alarm all excited, ready to burst out of bed before the sun pokes its head up, and you drift into a peaceful slumber. And then the next thing you know, your alarm's going off and you're desperately trying to peel your eyelids open in what feels like the middle of the night. It's pitch black, you're feeling like a corpse, you claw your way out of bed, desperately trying to wake yourself up in the shower, and then you finally plonk your butt on the sofa with a cup of coffee and think, well, yeah, this is pretty cool. I mean, I'm up before everyone else and that feels pretty good. Better start making the most of it. So, you do your little morning routine and you learn from the guy on YouTube and you crack on with your project and it feels good and you're doing all right, but it's nothing absolutely groundbreaking. And then you realize, well, damn, if I'm to do this for the next 30 days straight, like all those YouTubers and Medium article writers do, then I'm gonna have to be in bed at like 9 p.m. every night, which means I'll have to be winding down at 8, and then it's the middle of the summer and it's light around that time. Well, okay, I guess it's manageable, but there goes seeing my friends down the pub on Wednesdays, and if I happen to go out on the weekend and come back late, well then that's gonna well and truly screw my body clock up. Perhaps I shouldn't be going out and enjoying myself anyway, because that's not what successful entrepreneurs do, right? They don't have loser party friends, they're disciplined. But I still kind of want to go out because I like watching live music and I like having friends. Do successful entrepreneurs have friends? Listen, I'm not saying don't get up at 5 a.m. For some people, perhaps even a lot of people, it works for them. All I'm saying is to be wildly productive and insanely focused. You don't need to get up at 5 a.m. I'm giving you the permission to not be a 5 a.m. person if it doesn't suit you. And just before you say, well, who the hell are you, Alex? You're not Elon Musk. You're just a coach on social media. For all I know, whenever you're off camera, you could just be sitting there on a dirty sofa surrounded by beer cans and cigarette butts eating ice cream and watching Netflix all day. Well, okay, but you'll just have to trust me on this one. I know quite a few people who are pretty damn successful in their respective fields, and I'll let you into a secret. They're not getting up at 5 a.m. either. I know, shock. Again, I'm not saying don't get up at 5 a.m. And I'm not saying don't try a 5 a.m. 30-day experiment to see if it works for you in the long run. Perhaps it will transform your entire life. Perhaps it will be the best thing you ever did. It might well be. Sometimes changes to a routine can be the catalyst for huge shifts. Sometimes you find something that works for you, that you're able to capitalize on and make huge leap forwards. But all I'm saying is don't feel bad if you're not a 5 a.m. riser. I'm productive, I'm focused, I'm determined, and I don't get up at 5 a.m. Here's why. Because in the winter here in the UK, it's dark for hours if you get up at 5 a.m. and I'd prefer to be in the twilight hours at the end of the day when I often get my most creative sparks. And in the summer, winding down at 8 p.m. just doesn't feel right to me. It's still light, there's still cars and people and traffic outside, and it's much more difficult to get to sleep. Many friends won't even want to meet you in the evening until they've finished their dinner around about 7, and then what are you going to do? Hang out for an hour and then say, sorry guys, I'm an entrepreneur, I've got to get up at 5 a.m, see you later mate. I don't get out of bed at 5 a.m. because it's not the most important thing in terms of productivity and creativity and creating a compelling future. You might have heard of morning routines and programming your subconscious mind early in the morning through affirmations and visualizations, capitalizing on that theta brainwave state between waking and sleeping when you're the most suggestible to positive suggestions. Well, that happens whether you're getting up at 5 a.m. or 11 a.m. You can still take advantage of those relaxed hypnotic states, whatever your routine is. And let's propose another thought experiment here. Let's say you do want to build a business on the side and you start your day job at, say, 8 a.m. Well, if you get up at 5 a.m., you've done your morning routine, it's 6 a.m., and then you've got about an hour towards working to your dream before you've got to leave for work, which isn't long enough to really build momentum that you need. So you're either going to have to start getting up at 3 a.m., which could be extremely impractical, or perhaps the better option is just to get up at 6:30, do a small morning routine, go to work, get home, have a quick nap, then start a whole evening of productivity, making a lot more progress than what you would have done in the morning, and still being able to have friendships, because when you do have the odd evening off, you're not having to say goodbye to them at like 7:30. The point is, experiment and do what works for you. If 5 a.m. works for you, good for you. If you're working towards creating your compelling future and something else works better, don't feel guilty. I fully support you, because it's not the most important thing. The rest of the habits and realizations I talk about on this channel are. And if you want support with working towards your compelling future because you feel lost and stuck with low confidence or low self-esteem, or you're just unclear on your vision or confused on the exact path you should take, then book a time for us to speak about whether you'd be a good fit for the Consciousness Revolution program over at speaktoalex.com, so we can work on transforming your entire life. And leave a comment below. Tell me, what time do you get out of bed in the morning? Have you tried getting out of bed at 5 a.m.? Or does something else work better for you? Or would you rather just sleep forever because sleep is so damn incredible? Just let us know in the comments below so we can learn from each other and grow. And of course, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notifications bell so you don't miss out on any new videos helping you with conscious personal growth.